Okay guys, today it's Sunday and I'm up a little bit later than I usually am. I'm usually up at like 5:30 to start the little farm chores and feed the animals before I actually start work. So I'm just going to take you along with me this morning to show you a little bit about how we do that. One thing that I like to say about Louisiana is that this time of year it is so rainy. The rain pretty much starts from now until usually like May or so, till it starts getting really warm here, really hot, and it just rains so much, so it almost seems like for a while we have just this big mud pit. But that's probably why a lot of you have commented like, gosh, your grass is so green in the winter. And it's probably just because, you know, we have very mild winters. I mean, it does occasionally get down to, you know, freezing temperatures. We do have to bring plants inside, certain things like that. But for the most part, you know, we have a lot of rain, and I think that really helps a lot of our grass growth here just to keep things more green. Now, that doesn't mean that we don't have, you know, trees that, you know, are losing their leaves and that sort of thing. But it just kind of is a different kind of scenario when you live in the South. Hey guys, you ready for breakfast? Say yes, I am. Shaking my head yes.
So our horses get fed twice a day, and our large horse Skip, he gets fed 2 of these scoops twice a day, and the minis actually just get a little treat, like a horse treat in the morning time, and then they get fed in the evening time. Miniature horses, you actually don't want to feed them too much grain because they will tend to gain weight really fast, and then that really hurts their joints. So we just kind of feed them hay as well, and just give them the little treats. They're definitely expecting those in the morning here. They love those. And if you've watched any of our previous videos, I'm sure you've seen our barn cat. This is Sassy. She pretty much lives up in the hayloft, and she helps to keep our mouse population under control. Sometimes the white one, Hawk, he will actually give you kisses when you're giving him his treats. He's really fun, and they definitely have their own little personalities. And as always, the most fun chore that you definitely have to do when you keep your horses in the stall is, you guessed it, you have to muck out the stalls.
So usually with our horses, Skip usually stays outside. We keep him outside year round. They have this little enclosure in the back that they can come into for shelter. But right now we got his feet trimmed yesterday, and one of his little abscesses came back, so he kind of has to be on stall rest for a few days. But usually what we do is a lot of times with our muck that we take out of the stalls, we have a little pile out in the pasture field, and we use that to kind of start some compost. So we kind of keep dumping it, and then like after 6 months we kind of flip it, and so this turns into just a natural compost that we can use, you know, for gardens or potted plants or anything like that. So I'll kind of show you where we put that at. So I don't know if you guys can see, but way out there where all of this foliage is growing very nice and green is our manure pile, so to speak. It is our compost pile, and anything that we put in there, obviously you can see it's growing the greatest weeds and grass and everything right now, and it's probably about due to be flipped. But that's usually where we put a lot of our you know, waste from the horses there, and it just really makes a great compost that we can use, and we're hoping to kind of flip that and use that for a lot of our gardens that we're planning for this year.
So if some of you all follow me on Instagram, you probably saw that we got some ducks last weekend. And these are adult ducks. We have 3 females, 2 males, and they do lay some eggs. And right now we have them on the side of our house where we're gonna plant a future garden. And what this does is this is basically helping us to provide grass for them, bugs for them that they're gonna eat anyway, but also it will help to fertilize the area. So this will, they've already been here for about a week, and so we're going to be moving them to a new spot today with some fresh grass, another area that we're planning on doing a garden. So we have several eggs today. I think that makes about 5 that we got total, and 1 in the other nest. Now it's the afternoon. You can see here that we've actually moved the chickens and the ducks to a new location, and this new location we're planning to have a larger garden over here. So we just kind of moved them over here to start eating the grass and the bugs, and also to help fertilize the area. So they'll probably stay in this spot for about 2 weeks, and they just love when we move them to new grass area. And of course the ducks and the chickens do really well together. Sometimes when you put new chickens in together with another flock, they do kind of have a pecking order, but ducks don't really do that. Also, just wanted to show you guys real quick. So our hens are about almost 3 years old, so their laying capabilities are going to really start to decrease here as far as egg production. I think egg production for some hens only lasts about 2 to 3 years, but some of them can be longer than that. So we went ahead and got some new chicks for this year. We have 4 baby chicks that we will be adding to our group, and these are only, let's see, I think these were born February the 19th, so they're not even a week old yet, but they're already starting to get feathers on some of their wings. And for the first, probably several weeks, we have to keep them under a heat lamp, because normally in normal situations, the mama would sit on them and she would get some warmth from them, but they definitely have to have heat. And we also give them like a vitamin, probiotic rich water and feed, and that's really all they do. They're just going to hang out in this little container. When they start getting a little bit bigger, we're going to be getting a larger Tupperware container. I call it Tupperware, it's not, it's like, the little storage containers, but we're going to get a bigger one. And then when these guys get a little bit bigger, they will be able to go out in our larger coop outside, and probably won't be getting any egg production from them till at least 6 months, I think, is when they usually start, maybe a little bit longer than that. So maybe in the fall, they might start laying some eggs. But this is another new little addition that we have to our farm. Hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me this morning and seeing our morning routine. If you did like this, please hit the like button, as well as subscribe, and stay tuned for some more of our DIY videos. Thanks again, guys. Have a great day.